What's going on, Falcon fan? It's your boy Ricondo come back at you with another video. So it's draft day eve, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some Atlanta Falcon rumors and news, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the draft before tomorrow comes. So guys, before we go ahead and do that, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Please hit notification bells. You know when I drop another video. Please hit the like button so I know you guys like to hear what I talk about. Then please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come hear me talk about these Atlanta Falcons. So like I said, guys, I'm going to talk about some rumors, draft day rumors, some news that's out there circulating around the Falcons before tomorrow night's draft. And the first rumor that's probably pretty interesting. I can't really recall where it came from, but I'm pretty sure you guys heard the same rumor about Grady Jarrett could be on the trading block. Of course, we heard an interview from Terry Fontenot yesterday saying that Grady Jarrett know how they feel, that they want him there. But that's not the first time they say that about a player. They said that about Matt Ryan, and then a couple of weeks later they traded Matt Ryan. Of course, they should be working on a extension of some sort for Grady Jarrett, because right now, based off of the salary cap, we won't have enough cap space to actually pay our draft class. So we definitely gonna have to make some kind of moves. Particularly, I think with Grady Jarrett contract, either way, either they do a restructure or they go ahead and give him an extension. Or they could do what the rumor was saying could be like a draft day trade. So the Falcons was to do something like that, they'll free up a good bit of money. That money could be utilized to, like I said, to sign our draft class, and plus we can get some more draft capital. Of course, we know that Grady Jarrett probably one of the best players on this defense. Last year, if you just look at some of the games that Grady Jarrett actually played in, he was getting double teamed. I can recall one game against Detroit Lions, he was actually getting triple teamed on one play. So I think Grady Jarrett has a lot of potential to be great. I think a lot of us was not impressed a little bit by, because his sack numbers didn't go up. I think he came in the season and said he wanted to get like 10 sacks, and then of course he wasn't able to accomplish that. But I think they had a lot to do with some of the players he was playing with around him. He was not able to actually get anything done. So I just think if the Falcons was to decide to do something like that, I mean, they keep talking about it's not a rebuild, but we keep getting rid of some of your best players on the team, and that would be one of the last players from the old regime, one of the good players, Grady Jarrett. I think Jones would be the next guy. So they was to get rid of a player like Grady Jarrett. They're definitely getting rid of all the guys from that Super Bowl team. Only people probably be left would be Jones and Jake Matthew, who they actually extended this year. So I think it's just something to think about. I believe they get a extension done with Grady. I think he wants to be in Atlanta. Of course, he's from that area, from Conyers, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. So I don't think he want to leave the city of Atlanta. I think he wants to win here. Of course, he wants to win, and depending on if he think this team is going in the right direction, I believe that he would stay. Just don't really know the circumstances, what's going on with the contract. Terry mentioned yesterday that he wanted to keep it in house, so maybe we'll hear something soon. Either way, I think if they don't make a trade on draft day, I think it'll be more likely he get extended. So be on the lookout for that, because that could be some breaking news for the Falcons if they do something like that. So not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying that because they haven't got a contract done now, draft day is tomorrow. We gonna need to make some space somehow to pay our draft class. So just keep on the lookout for that. Another rumor that was out there was Kadarius Toney from the Giants. Their first round draft pick last year. They was initially talking about giving up late day 2, day 3 picks. A first round pick for day 2 or day 3 from last year. Of course, he had some injury issues, but if you want to give up one of those second round, one of those third round picks to get somebody like Kadarius Toney to bring him in, he's still on a rookie contract. You still have him on the contract for 4 years. He has some upside, like I said, if he can stay healthy. But of course, since then he did show up to voluntary practices with the Giants. So maybe he decided to mend the fences there and stick it out with the team. So just be on the lookout for that. Of course, any receiver that's out there, the Atlanta Falcons is going to be linked to because our receiver situation when we don't have a bona fide number one receiver on team. So just look out for that. Kadarius Toney, like I said, guys, these just rumors and news that's out there, but all these things could be in play on draft day because if teams like to make deals, they can make it with draft picks or they can make it with players. You just never know how it's gonna pan out. So just be on the lookout for things like that. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is just the draft in general and the Falcons' potential of getting an impact player at number 8. I think they definitely can get an impact player, no matter how this draft shake out between 1 through 7. It's definitely an opportunity to get a player that can actually contribute early on during this season because they'll be able to get an impact player. Would it be a player that we all think they should take? Probably not. If they go get a cornerback, for an example, I think we all agree that they probably don't need to get a cornerback. But if you can get a Gardner or a Stingley Jr. at number 8, and they feel like he's the best player on their board, they're gonna take him. That just be added to that defensive back room. They already got like so many defensive backs on the team, but if he's the best player and then it's a big drop off from him on the board and somebody else, I can see them taking one of those cornerbacks. Now if it's even, they got like a little higher grade on one of those cornerbacks and then another player, and it fits one of their needs, I would suggest they probably would go with that players, vice one of the cornerbacks. But that's just how it could shake out. Offensive lineman, I don't think that we should take offensive lineman in the first round, but if it's Neal, Ikonu, Cross, any of those guys there, and they got them high on their draft board, they definitely could take a offensive lineman at number 8. That would be a good pick. It wouldn't be a sexy pick. It wouldn't be a pick that most of us probably feeling like we should take, but it still would be a good pick, and I think it'd be an impact player. One of those players could get plugged right into left guard right away, and I think they'll outplay Jalen Mayfield. I mean, just be honest about it. Hopefully, Jalen Mayfield takes off and be better from year to 1 to year 2, but I think either one of those players would be an upgrade for him at this point. So just think about that. Speaking of offensive linemen, before we get into some of my more draft takes, I wonder if anybody actually get to see Caleb McGarry photo out there. He don't bucked up. Of course, he's coming in the contract year. I don't think the Falcons are going to pick up his fifth year option, so this potentially could be his last year with the Falcons. He will be a free agent next year if they don't pick up his fifth year option. But he's looking like he's getting ready for this season. Of course, we know I think most of us don't have a love-hate relationship with Caleb McGarry, but how he plays, he plays great, in the run, but on pass protection, he get beat. And honestly, man, I just get tired of Caleb McGarry getting beat by Cameron Jordan. That's just like the Saints playing Cameron Jordan. I think he just loved to play against Caleb McGarry because he just destroy him every game. So if he want to win over the fan base, stop Cameron Jordan. that's what I say to Caleb McGarry. All right, so like I said, guys, just talk about some other players. Kyle Hamilton could definitely be there. I think he would be on top of their big board if he was there. To me, it's not a big need. I do think safety is a need. If you look at my mock draft that I had yesterday, safety is a need, but I don't think it's a big need. But if Kyle Hamilton there, definitely I think they would actually pull the trigger on Kyle Hamilton as well. And then last but not least, of course, if any of those pass rushers fall, we're definitely going to pick a pass rusher. So I don't think that would be anything surprising to any of us if they pick one of those pass rushers. So with Kayvon Thibodeau, that people keep saying he's dropping on the board. Jermaine Johnson, who I think has probably got the best pass rush move so far in this. So right now in this draft, so definitely be somebody that I can see them picking. And then the whole thing where everybody's already mocking the receiver to the Atlanta Falcons. I guess since everybody been mocking the receiver to him, I guess I wouldn't be surprised about that. If it's not Garrett Wilson, I guess I would be surprised because they would go with a Jameson Williams or a Drake London. I think I'd be more surprised about those two guys than the Garrett Wilson. Everybody been picking Garrett Wilson to go to number 8, so it'd be a boring pick because, like I said, everybody already pretty much think that's who we're going to pick anyway. So that wouldn't be a shock to a lot of, I guess, draft pundits. But to me, I guess it would be because I just don't see them picking a receiver at number 8. But if they do, I mean, we do need a number 1 pick. I think the value at number 8 for receiver is just too little high for me. So that's how I feel about that. And then the last thing is the QB, right? So I have let you guys know how I feel about drafting a quarterback at number 8. I don't think any of these quarterbacks is worth that a top 10 pick. So if they go ahead and pick a quarterback at number 8, I get it because it's a quarterback and they feel like he's the future of their franchise. I just think it's a reach. And based on everything that those guys talked about yesterday, they're not going to be reaching. So I would take them getting a quarterback at number 8 mean they absolutely love one of these quarterbacks, and they was not letting him get past them at number 8. To me, that would be the only reason why the Atlanta Falcons would take a quarterback at number 8. Arthur Smith, Terry Fontenot, they love this guy. They totally see him being the future of the franchise, and they went ahead and pulled the trigger, knowing that he's not going to be ready to play right away. He's going to sit back and develop. Definitely going to compete in the training camp and see what happens from there. But the only other thing I could think about them taking a quarterback, if Arthur Blank, since he's the owner, tell him he want them to take Malik Willis at number 8. That could be the only other thing that I could think about them taking a quarterback. Even though he said that he let his football guys do their job, but other than that, I don't see them taking a quarterback at number 8 unless they just love who's there. So you guys, let me know how excited you are about the draft. I'm so tired of talking about the draft. I'm just ready to see what happens. But just getting everybody's thoughts and what they feel like was going to happen. What pick, if they take, that you would definitely be like, I hate that pick. And right now for me, being at number 8, like I said, looking at the top players in this draft, I really don't see a pick that I would hate. Unless it's just some off the wall pick. But if they pick any of the top guys on the board, I'll be satisfied with it. Because at the end of the day, guys, and it's the last thing I'm gonna say, is that we have a total of 9 picks, and the first pick of the draft does not make the draft. I know it sets the tone. I know I want us to hit on that first pick, just like everybody hoping we do. but we have 8 more picks in the draft. So if we don't pick if they don't pick who we like at number 8, don't give up yet. Let's see how the rest of the draft turn out, and see if we're happy with the final picture of what this team gonna look like going into 2022. So guys, that's all I have. Let me give me your thoughts about some of the rumors and the news that I talked about, and then your final thoughts on this draft on draft eve. So this is your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.